Hey, what's happening, gamers? Kwing here, one of the co-hosts of KwingsLetsPlays, and it's been a while, but today we're talking about our top 10 most wanted Nintendo Switch 2 games that haven't been announced on Switch 2 yet, or probably ever. Agree or disagree with our list? Let us know in the comment section below, and also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's do this thing! It's number 10, Blackmith Wukong. Now, I know a lot of you are like, wait a second, that's a PlayStation game. It's also on PC, and it's an awesome game. Blackmith Wukong would look amazing on Nintendo Switch 2, and I really believe the game could handle it. Yeah, it's a little bit older, but I mean, if Nintendo can get away with putting, like, Breath of the Wild on here from 2017, I think we're okay with one of the best games of 2024 on Nintendo Switch 2. Also, I mean, there's a lot of 2024 ports, 2023 ports, even 2022 ports. I mean, come on. Switch is basically the port system, right? And you can't go wrong with more Blackmith Wukong, which is an amazing game by a Chinese developer, and the game is pretty sick. So if you haven't played it, you can check out my video here, where we did a, I guess you would say like a special preview stream. It was a lot of fun, and my wife really enjoyed it too. Number 9, Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza. Oh yeah, this was a good one. So this game came out recently, this year in 2025. We did extensive coverage of it when it released on PS5. And it wasn't too bad. Language is, you know, a little problematic, but if that's an issue for you, you can always play it in Japanese. And then, well, you'd actually playing the game more authentic. What's great about Yakuza Like a Dragon with the whole pirate thing is the fact that they take the Assassin's Creed Black Flag pirate mechanic and they improve upon it. And when Ubisoft made a recent pirate game, they, well, totally stunk at it. So if you want a really cool pirate game for modern times, then you can't go wrong with Pirate Yakuza. Filled with awesome gameplay, a great story, tons of fun little mini-games, a lot of classic arcade games from Sega's, you know, days of yore, and all around it's a great game. Plus, there's no way Nintendo would try to resell this thing for $80, right? Right? Number 8, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Okay, this is a really fun fighting game, and I'm kind of scratching my head seeing like it not listed as one of the ports coming to Nintendo Switch 2. And if you're like, well, it can't handle it, yeah, I think it could. I think it definitely could. If this thing can run on Steam Deck, it can run on the Switch too. Now, what's great about the Fatal Fury City of Wolves games, it's the first time in 26 years that we got a brand spanking new Fatal Fury. And I'm talking way back in the late 90s. So it's good to have more Fatal Fury again. Has a robust group of characters, and does some changes to like characters like Mai, which, you know, biker chick look works, but nothing beats her traditional, you know, ninja outfit, which they'll probably make us pay DLC for later. I've done a pretty decent amount of coverage of this game. It's a really fun fighter, and if Street Fighter 6 is already on the platform, I mean, why not Fatal Fury, right? I mean, those two kids love to fight anyway, and both Terry and Mai appeared as guest characters, so it makes sense for the City of Wolves to appear on Switch 2. Number 7, Wthering Waves. Now, you know what the Switch 2 lacks in spades? Chinese games. And I mean free-to-play anime games. What's up with that? You think the system with all its power and, you know, portability would be the perfect choice for something like Hoyoverse-style games. And, I mean, we don't even have the Hoyoverse on Switch, I don't believe. I don't think Genshin Impact ever came. So, I mean, why not Wthering Waves? It's a pretty popular game. It's a lot of fun. The story's fantastic, has 2 seasons, lots of gacha elements, which people are probably like, gacha elements! But I mean, I enjoyed covering the game. I think we did like, I don't know, 26 episodes for it. And just kind of, you know, ended up not being covered as much because new games finally came out. But we got our money's worth of the game, picked up some cool characters, and I think Switch players would really enjoy having a Genshin Impact style game on Nintendo Switch 2. Number 6, Expedition 33. Now this game has taken the world by storm. And yeah, it's another RPG, but it's a good RPG. The game is getting great reviews all over the place. It's on both PlayStation and Xbox, so why not Nintendo Switch 2, right? I mean, it's a no-brainer. I personally haven't gotten a chance to look at this one, but everybody is telling me Expedition 33 could be a Game of the Year contender. I'm just like, really? It's another RPG, and I'm already got my hands full with Xenoblade and occasionally Suikoden and even some other RPGs. It feels like this year is the year of RPGs. But Expedition 33, from what I've seen, looks fantastic. The character models actually look decent, which is a surprise for Western game studios. I was expecting, well, you know, characters to be hit with the ugly stick, but so far, not so much. So yeah, Expedition 33 should totally come on Switch 2, and I don't know why Nintendo hasn't done it already. Sony practically begged Xbox for the inclusion of the game, so, I mean, why doesn't Nintendo? Nintendo wants to make money. Of course, you know, you'll have to price it the same as the other systems, because why in the world would anybody want to pay $80 or, you know, $70 for this game when they can get it cheaper on Xbox Game Pass or you know, PlayStation. I'm just saying. Number 5 is Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. This game is making major waves, and at a price point of only $50 for both Xbox and PS5, Nintendo's probably going, how much can I charge for this? The game is a remake of the original 2006 game, and they went all out, not just changing the environments, but also the way that the character models look. And for the most part, the character models look pretty good. Sometimes they make some of the hot chicks look like old ladies, but, you know, it is a Western game studio. Combat is still what you expect from the Oblivion games, although if you prefer, you know, Skyrim's combat, there's always mods, I suppose. But I mean, still, for $50 in this day and age, I mean, it's a steal. Of course, Nintendo will definitely rip you off if they pick up this game, because there'll be like an enhanced Switch 2 version, which essentially would just be like playing it on Xbox Series S, most likely. Number 4. It's Metal Gear Solid Delta. And of course, that's the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater remake. I believe Snake Eater was originally on GameCube. I can't remember, though. We did have a couple Metal Gear Solid games on GameCube. So it would be great to see Konami be like, yeah, we want to bring Snake and his friends over to Nintendo Switch 2. And I could just see the system handling the game really well. Plus, you know, the benefit of having the Switch is taking the game with you on the go. Then you could be like Solid Snake with your Switch 2 everywhere you want to go. Like the restroom. I mean, that's where most people take their system. Don't, you know, think I'm weird or anything like that. I mean, that's a selling point for people, apparently. You could take the thing on the go, get it? It really gets things moved. Never mind. So, yeah, Metal Gear, the newest one coming out this August, would be fantastic to have a port on the Switch 2. And I think the Switch could handle it, so I think that'd be a lot of fun. Number 3, Doom Dark Ages. Now, with Doom Eternal not working at the moment, with a, you know, port over to Switch 2, it's one of the games that I talked about a few days ago in that, you know, 200 games that won't work on Switch 2. And by the way, they're actually going through that list and they're correcting a lot of those games. Now some of them actually boot up and then they crash. So, you know, it's improving. But since that Doom game doesn't work, it would be amazing in June or even July if Nintendo could give us Doom The Dark Ages. Because that is going to be a killer game that comes out on the 15th of May. Which probably won't be able to look at on this channel unless there's like a way to switch off the blood. I know, but, you know, advertisers don't like a lot of blood and gore unless you play in black and white. I don't know what it is, but, you know, I don't do this thing as a charity. It's a job, folks, so can't afford to, every game I post, for it to get demonetized. That would totally suck. But, you know, I love to rip and tear things, and I have Doom Eternal on my Switch and another Doom game on my Switch, and they're a lot of fun when they work right. So I could see Nintendo making some kind of deal with Doom, and I think Dark Ages would be fantastic on Switch 2. Now this second to last one is a big one, and it's a head scratcher too. Number 2. Where in the world is Marvel Rivals? Marvel Rivals is literally the biggest game in the world, making over $3 billion. And it has no update whatsoever from NetEase or Nintendo if it's coming to Switch 2. The game could easily be run on Switch 2's amazing hardware, and mum's the word. Now, they could be waiting for, of course, the Nintendo Direct in June, which there will be a Nintendo Direct in June, it's a given. Will it be at the beginning of June, anywhere near, like, the Summer Game Fest? No, because Nintendo doesn't want to pay Jeff Keighley. But would it happen sometime near the end of June? Probably. And since people will be craving more information about Switch 2 games like Zelda and Donkey Kong and Kirby Air Riders too, I guess, that would be a perfect time to be like, hey, Marvel Rivals is coming. Fortnite is not enough for you guys. Marvel Rivals will be releasing this summer on Switch 2. Somehow we'll make it cross-play with all the other things so you don't have to make a new account. Wouldn't that be great? Just take your account over from something and boom, put it on Switch 2. But, I mean, it could totally handle the graphics, the way that the game runs, and everything like that. It's essentially like Overwatch. And if Overwatch can play on Switch... Since Overwatch kind of plays on Switch, I think that Marvel Rivals would play amazing on Switch 2. Now, I have a lot of fun with that game. My wife really loves playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. It is the Overwatch killer. And it's just surprising that there's been no information, and believe me, we've looked for rumors and everything about whether or not Switch 2 would be getting Marvel Rivals, and nothing other than that one thing that NetEase teased that they are talking to Nintendo, but that was like 3 months ago. So, I mean, there's been no update about that. We have all these great characters coming out, and, you know, Switch 2 is literally only a month away, and silence. So... get on that, Disney and NetEase and Marvel. All three of you guys, work out some deal with Nintendo and let's get Marvel Rivals on Switch 2 by the end of the summer. Before we get to the coveted number 1, the recap. Number 10, Blackmith Wukong. Number 9, It's Time to Pirate Like It's, well, 1999. Number 8, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Number 7, that anime game. Number 6, Expedition 33, Game of the Year. Number 5, Oblivion Remastered for only $50. Whoa. Number 4, Snake! Number 3, Doom the Dark Awesomeness. Number 2, seriously, Marvel Rivals? What is wrong with you, Nintendo? It's Marvel Rivals! And now it's time for number 1. And lastly, this is probably the best game of the year. What am I talking about? Monster Hunter Wilds. That's right, you can hear the Monster Hunter theme playing. No, not the ambient piano thing. Talking about the, you know, the big gravitas Monster Hunter theme. That's what's playing in my head all the time when I think Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Wilds is an incredible game. It needs to be Game of the Year. And you want to know what it needs to be on? Switch 2. Now, Capcom has not said anything about Monster Hunter Wilds on Switch 2 at all. And we've already gone past, like, the brand new update where they brought back one of those Monster Hunter Tri-monsters, the I forget the name of it, but the Lizzie monster or whatever. Mitsuunia, whatever it is. The weird seahorse thingy from Monster Hunter Tri that used to drag you under the water and drown you. Yeah, that was fun time. But Monster Hunter Wilds could totally run on Switch 2, even if they had to somehow lower the graphical stuff. I mean, the game itself, I mean, no offense, but I feel like Monster Hunter Wilds, visual-wise, is very bland. Everything is very kind of like grayscale and like dirt, and it's not as vibrant as, say, like Monster Hunter Rises, or even aspects of Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. So I think that probably having it on Switch 2 would be a vast improvement, and maybe they could add some dynamic color effects and stuff like that, and maybe it would look even better in HDR, you know? Who knows? But I think Monster Hunter Wilds could definitely work on Switch 2, and I'm just ripping my hair out as a Monster Hunter fan going, what in the world is Capcom doing? Like, literally, the Switch 2 is going to be the biggest system in the world this year. It's probably going to be, like, the top-selling anything of 2025, and Capcom's just sitting on their butts. So, take it from me, a lifelong Monster Hunter fan. Capcom, get off your tuchus and make sure you port Monster Hunter Wilds on a Switch 2. You've given us lots of great Monster Hunter games over the years for, you know, Nintendo products, so where in the world's Monster Hunter Wilds? I mean, like, what are you waiting for? Like, now is the time to jump in and get this taken care of. So, I want to be able to play Monster Hunter. I don't like the fact that it's restricted to my PS5, and I can't take it with me anywhere, so, you know, get on that. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Did the game that you like make the cut? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you have a game that you would have loved to see, tell us what it is. And thanks so much for hanging out for this top 10. Of course, this top 10 was only for third-party games. We are anticipating a lot of first-party as well, but, you know, we're big fans of all types of games, so these were ones that I feel, based on the poll that I gave my audience, would actually work really well. And, you know, we did happen to cover a lot of these games, and except for Expedition 33 and Oblivion and stuff like that. But most of them are really, really good, and they would do great on Switch 2, because I'm telling you guys, based on those pre-order sales, we still don't know how many Switch 2s have sold. We only have the numbers from Japan at 2 million, and there was way more systems that moved in America. So, until we get an official number, I mean, I think it's going to be pretty high. I'm just saying. So, I'm excited, and I think that a lot of these companies, you know, all the games that I mentioned would not be too difficult to bring over to Switch 2. Monster in the Wilds, Oblivion, you know, Metal Gear, that kind of stuff. Doom the Dark Ages, especially, you know. Wthering Waves, no problemo. Especially considering you know that Switch 1 had a lot of mobile ports, right? Because it did. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Again, subscribe if you're new to the channel and you enjoy this type of content. We have some other Switch-related video news topic videos releasing this weekend on Sunday or Saturday, so stay tuned for that. And check out our newest Let's Play live on something else later today. Until then, God bless, happy gaming, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you, Internet peoples, next time.